Senegal vs Equatorial Guinea, African Cup of Nations 1 quarter-final 2022 live. 7:35 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1935. 33 minutes. It's opening up, and it's all hands on deck for Equatorial Guinea, with Senegal moving through the gears in attack. Main makes a damaging run on the left. He is stopped in the nick of time. Senegal come again. Main shows lovely footwork to find the space to cross with the goal gaping, but Equatorial Guinea just managed to clear. Facebook Twitter 7:34 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1934. 32 minutes. Sis makes more inroads down the Senegal left. He turns a ball into the danger zone, low, and Akapo clears for a corner. Facebook Twitter 7:31 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1931. That was a simple, but incredibly effective move. This had the ball on the left touchline. He pinged a ball into the feet of Main. Main turned and Diadia was already on the move in front of him. The delivery was perfect, low, and into the path of Diadia, and he had no hesitation in sliding in a low finish. Facebook Twitter 7:29 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1929. Goal 27 minutes. Senegal 1-0 Equatorial Guinea. There it is. Diadia tucks away a smart finish at the near post after an exquisite slide rule pass from his strike colleague Main. Updated at 7:31 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:28 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1928. 26 minutes. Equatorial Guinea whip a free kick into the area. Mendy claims comfortably. Updated at 7:28 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:27 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1927. 24 minutes. This one has yet to take off. Both teams are grappling with each other, feeling one another out to a certain extent, and with so much on the line, a place in the last four of the Africa Cup of Nations, neither seems prepared to commit too many men forward. Updated at 7:27 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:23 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1923. 20 minutes. The noise from the crowd is constant, featuring a persistent brass section. It's a cracking atmosphere at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium. Now, Diadia chases a fine ball over the top for Senegal and does well to gather it. He turns in the penalty area and whips a shot towards the far post, but it's lacking in power, and Owono drops to his left to save. Updated at 7:25 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:20 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1920. 17 minutes. Main breaks down the left after a 1-2 and cuts the ball back. A fine bit of defending from Equatorial Guinea in the middle, though, with a shot blocked, ends the danger. Pape Gay is then booked for a cynical foul when Equatorial Guinea try to break down field. Facebook Twitter 7:17 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1917. Evening. Emails Dean. It seems quite possible that Egypt could end up facing Senegal and therefore Sulla versus Main in the final. There has plainly been some competition between them at LFC for goal scoring, which has, at times, even looked to be somewhat detrimental to the team ethic. It would be fascinating to watch this rivalry into a game where they are actually on different sides. Facebook Twitter 7:16 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1916. 15 minutes. Equatorial Guinea mount another wave of attacking. They are definitely packing their defense, as a general rule, but they're also happy to try and get men forward on occasion. Facebook Twitter 7:15 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1915. 13 minutes. Idrissa Gueye curls a sweetly struck free kick goalward. It flashes wide, but only just. Owono hadn't moved either. He calculated it was going wide, or was simply hopelessly beaten by the effort. Facebook Twitter 7:13 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1913. 11 minutes. Miranda fouls Main in a central position outside the area. He remonstrates with the referee, but regardless, it's a free kick in a dangerous spot from Equatorial Guinea's point of view. Updated at 7:13 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1911. 9 minutes. Sis crunches into an aerial challenge with Akapo. Akapo looks in considerable pain after, I think, taking an elbow to the head. This is the first player to go in the referee's notebook. Updated at 7:12 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1910. 7 minutes. Well, that has showed me. Equatorial Guinea attack down the left. Su crosses from the left, and only a good piece of defending in the middle stops a clear chance. Facebook Twitter 7:07 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1907. 4 minutes. The early signs, in terms of how Equatorial Guinea are setting up, aren't great in terms of this being an open and entertaining game. They are clearly aiming to contain Senegal and hit them on the break. Updated at 7:08 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:05 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1905. 2 minutes. Diadia of Senegal buys a couple of yards of space about 35 yards from goal. The ball sits up nicely, and he attempts an extremely ambitious shot, which flies wildly high and wide. Ibn Edu has a crack at the other end, but that too is high over the bar. Updated at 7:09 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook Twitter 7:02 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1902. First half kickoff. Senegal get the match underway and enjoy a spell of possession in their opponent's half to begin with. Facebook Twitter 6:59 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1859. The Equatorial Guinea anthem ends, and the players G each other up, clapping, shouting and generally making it clear that they are not here to make up the number. Facebook, Twitter 6:57 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:57. Who do you like for this one? You can always email me or tweet at Luke McLaughlin. Updated at 6:57 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook, Twitter 6:56 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:56. The teams are out on the pitch, and it's time for the national anthem. Senegal's first. The camera zooms in immediately on Sadio Mane, then runs along the rest of the side. Mendy of Chelsea standing alongside the captain, Koulibaly. Updated at 6:58 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook, Twitter 6:51 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:51. Cameroon will face Egypt in the semi-final on the other side of the draw. Burkina Faso await the winner of this evening's match between Senegal and Equatorial Guinea. That'll be Senegal, won't it? Unless we see a seismic shock in the next couple of hours. Facebook, Twitter 6:44 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:44. Kalidou Koulibaly there, looking resplendent in that very fetching green Senegal kit. Hashtag Total Energies AFCON 2021 Team News Hashtag Team Senegal and Hashtag Team Equatorial Guinea. Reveal their lineup for Hashtag Sang Hashtag Total Energies AFCON 2021 Hashtag AFCON 2020. 1PIC at twitter.com/HG8YJSYBO. January 30th, 2022 Facebook, Twitter 6:20 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:20. Team Sadio Mane starts for Senegal. Despite that worrying head injury during the week in the round of 16 match against Cape Verde, Edouard Mendy plays, and perhaps most importantly, Kalidou Koulibaly of Napoli is in central defense. Senegal, Edouard Mendy, Sarr, Sis, Nampalys Mendy, Koulibaly, Diallo, Idrissa Gueye, Pape Gueye, Diadia, Dia, Mane. Equatorial Guinea, Awano, Akapo, Dang, Gannett, Obiang, Coco, Salvador, McKinn, Tsu, Miranda, Bila. Updated at 7:01 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Facebook, Twitter 6:10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:10. Nick Aim. Condolences to families of the departed spectators. Read a message on the big screens at either end during a well-observed, if brief, period of silence before kickoff. The balance required of the competition's organizers was one that honored the 8 who died in the crush at Olembe and acknowledged the systemic failings that brought it about, while keeping the show on the road. Cameroon progress, but somber day shows Olembe tragedies cuts run deep. Read more. Facebook, Twitter 6:02 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 18:02. Jonathan Wilson. A solid defense plus Mohamed Salah equals progress. It might not be particularly edifying or good to watch, but it does seem to work. This was a dismal game. 2 hours of spoiling with a dusting of football, but, in the football that was played, Salah was decisive. He scored the equalizer and set up the winner, so Egypt will meet Cameroon in Thursday's semi-final. A meeting of the two most successful sides in Cup of Nations history. Mohamed Salah makes the difference in Egypt's fight-back victory over Morocco. Read more. Facebook, Twitter 6:00 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time 1800 hour. Preamble. Senegal are not the only side at this tournament whose campaign was hit by an outbreak of COVID-19, but they are still standing and are the overwhelming favorites to progress into the semi-finals at the expense of Equatorial Guinea today. Sadio Mane suffered a nasty blow to the head in their win against Cape Verde in the last 16. It seems he has been declared fit to play today, and if Senegal are able to call on their big guns, it is hard to imagine anything other than a victory for them. Equatorial Guinea came through a penalty shootout win after a goalless draw against Mali on Wednesday. The 20-year-old goalkeeper Jesus Awano made the decisive save in that shootout. Can their run of upsets continue? We're about to find out. Team news and pre-match reading coming up. Kickoff, 7 p.m. UK. Facebook, Twitter.